Mabuhay! I am Francis Jean Torres, a cruise line operation and culinary arts student from Lyceum of the Philippines University, Laguna. For this week, I'm going to demonstrate on how to make classic tomato soup, tatsigi, pita bread, souvlaki, and banoffee pie. For the recipe of our classic tomato soup, we have a white onion, garlic, sugar, our chicken stock, our tomatoes, salt, pepper, bay leaf, our dried basil, and dried thyme. So right now our pan is preheated. We're gonna add our oil. Just like that. And then we're gonna saute our onions. We're gonna saute our onions until it caramelizes. We need to caramelize our onions because to enhance the flavor, of course. And then we're gonna add our garlic together with onions. We're gonna wait until our onions is caramelized. So as you can see, our onions is now caramelized. Right now we're going to add our tomatoes. Tomato concasse. I'm gonna stir this up. We're gonna season it with pepper, salt, and sugar to balance the flavors. We're just gonna stir it. For now, we're going to simmer our tomato soup for about 5 minutes. So right now, our tomato soup is simmered. We're gonna add our chicken stock. Just like that. And then we're gonna stir our soup. And then we're gonna add our bay leaf. We're gonna crush it, crumbled. We're gonna add our dried basil. And our dried thyme. We're gonna stir it. It's important to moist our dried herbs. So you need to add it. And after we add our dried herbs, we're gonna simmer our tomato soup. So as you can see, our classic tomato soup right now is simmered. We're gonna remove our bay leaf, because right now we're gonna puree our tomato soup, and turn off our heat. Okay, so I'm gonna puree our soup just like that. Be careful of the splash because it's hot. Let's give it a stir. We need to puree it more. Check it if our tomato soup is now pureed. So as you can see right now, our classic tomato soup is pureed. So we're going to turn on our heat, and then we're gonna let it simmer. So as you can see, our classic tomato soup is simmered. So we're gonna turn off right now our heat, and then we're gonna cover it, and we're gonna set aside our classic tomato soup. Right now, we're going to make tzatziki. For the recipe of our tzatziki, we have our minced cucumber, we have our white vinegar, we have our salt and pepper, we have our oil, we have our minced garlic, we have our sour cream, we have our Greek yogurt. So for making this dish, we're gonna combine all the ingredients. First, we're gonna open our sour cream. Oops. We're gonna pour it into our mixing bowl. just like that. And then we're gonna add our Greek yogurt. Our Greek yogurt is now strained. It's important to strain our Greek yogurt because it has a excess liquid. So yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. Then we're gonna add our cucumber, which is minced and peeled, and it don't have seeds, so put it in there. And then we're gonna add our mix garlic. Okay, so right now we're gonna add our white vinegar, and then our olive oil, and then we're gonna add our some salt and pepper to season it. Then we're gonna mix it. Make sure to combine all the ingredients. Look at that smooth texture. So that's our tzatziki, and we're going to set aside it. Right now, we're going to make our pita dough for our pita bread. For the ingredients of our pita dough, we have our salt, we have our instant dry yeast, and then we have our sugar, we have our lukewarm water, and we have our all-purpose flour. So, what are we going to do is, we're gonna add our yeast into our water, just like that. And then we're gonna add sugar, just like that. And then we're gonna add a little bit of salt in our dough. And then we're gonna mix this. Just like that. And then our dry ingredients. Then we're gonna combine our dry and wet ingredients. Just pour it in here. We're gonna mix it. Oops. We're gonna use our hand. Just combine them together. until it forms a dough. Just our hands. So after we mix our all our ingredients, it now forms a dough, and we're gonna add some flour, just like that. And then we're gonna knead our dough. Go. So as you can see, our dough right now is good. We're gonna put it in our cling wrap. Just like that. Just like that. And then we're gonna rest our dough for about 30 minutes. After resting for 30 minutes of our pita dough, right now this is our pita dough. What we're going to do right now is we're gonna take out this cling wrap. We're gonna put some flour on the surface. Just put some flour in there, and then I'm gonna take out the dough, put it in here, and I'm gonna use some rolling pin. So this is our beautiful pita dough. Just flatten this dough. And then this. What we're going to do right now is we're gonna divide our pita dough and we're gonna measure it for 45 grams. I'm gonna use some knife. Oops, too many. Fifty is okay, so it's good. And then another. So we divided all our pita dough into this. Right now we're going to flatten all our pita dough. Start with this. You have to form it into a circle shape. Just flatten the dough. I think this is okay. And just do it on another one. Just repeat all these steps. So after we flatten and we shape our pita dough, right now we're gonna cook our pita dough in our pan, and now our pan is now preheated. We're gonna add a little bit of oil. Just like that. And then we're gonna add our pita bread. I'm gonna put one pita bread in here. Just like that. And we're gonna wait till our pita bread is toast. It's important to toast our pita bread. We need to see some brown spots. As you can see, there's a bubble popping up from our pita dough. Let's start. See here. Just like that. As you can see, there are some brown spots in here. This is only natural if of our pita dough. It's natural to see our pita dough has a bubbles. So as you can see, this is the color that we want. of our pita dough. And we're just gonna wait until the other side has a brown spots. Okay, so let's see. This is good. And after cooking our pita dough, we're gonna set this aside and just do it on the other pita dough. So after we make our pita bread, right now we're going to set aside our pita bread. Right now we were going to make souvlaki. For the ingredients of our souvlaki, we have our breast chicken, we have our salt, pepper, we have our white wine, we have our minced garlic, we have our bay leaf, rosemary, dried oregano, paprika, and our lemon. So we put all our ingredients into our mixing bowl. Put our chicken in there, and then we add our white vinegar, white wine, and then squeeze lemon juice. Just squeeze it. Oops. Just squeeze the lemon. And squeeze another lemon. Just squeeze all the juice up. And then we're gonna add our minced garlic. And then we're gonna add our dried oregano. And then we're gonna add our rosemary. And we're gonna add our bay leaf. Just crumble our bay leaf. Just like that. And season it with salt and pepper. And now we're gonna mix all of the ingredients, and I'm gonna add some paprika. I'm gonna use my hand to mix all the ingredients. Just mix them all up together to get the flavors of our herbs. And so after we put all our ingredients in our chicken, we're gonna marinate this for about 30 minutes. So after marinating our souvlaki, we were gonna put it in our skewers. So just grab our chicken, put it in the skewer, Just like that. And then we're done on our first stick. Just repeat the same process. Just like that. Just do the same process on the other skewers. So after making 5 skewers of souvlaki, right now we were going to grill our souvlaki. Oh. So we're gonna grill our souvlaki in our griller. Just like that. So we were gonna wait until our souvlaki is cooked. So we were gonna, as you can see, our chicken is cooked. Just repeat the same process. Just wait till the chicken is cooked. So after cooking our souvlaki, we were gonna set aside our chicken. So right now, we were going to make our stuffed tomato. For the ingredients for our stuffed tomato, we have our onions, we have our leeks, we have our dried basil, we have our salt and pepper, tomato, we have our cooked rice, we have our potato, eggplant, and zucchini. So right now our pan is now preheated. We're gonna add some oil. Just like that. And then we're gonna saute our onions. We need to caramelize our onions to enhance the flavor, of course. Just wait until the onions is caramelized. So right now our onions is now caramelized. We're gonna add our potatoes. Our eggplant. And then our zucchini. We're gonna stir. Stir all the veggies. And we're gonna season it with salt and pepper. Give it a stir. We're gonna add our leeks. And of course our dried basil. And then give it a stir. and we'll just let it cook for a while. So right now our veggies is cooked. Gonna add our rice, cooked rice. Just put all the rice in here. Then next, make sure to mix all up. Just let it cook the rice. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Like that. Give it a stir. And we're done. So right now, after we cook our stuffings for our tomatoes, we're gonna put our stuffings inside of our big tomatoes. So grab a spoon, put some stuffings inside the tomato, just like that. This is good. Then put the tomatoes and then do it on the other tomato. Just like that. So it's done. After we stuff our tomatoes, we're gonna put our tomatoes on this steamer. It's because to infuse the flavor of the tomatoes on the stuffing. So as you can see, our steamer is hot. I'm gonna put our tomatoes in here, and we're gonna wait while after the steaming. So let's check our stuffed tomatoes right now. As you can see, it's cooked. Tomatoes are cooked, and I'm gonna set aside. Wait. Let's grab this. So the onion is, oops, yeah, it's cooked and it's good. Let's grab the other one. Okay, and then we're just gonna set aside this, and it's done. For the last, right now we were going to make our banoffee pie. So for the ingredients of our banoffee pie, we have our banana, we have our melted butter, we have our crushed grahams, we have our condensed milk, dulce de leche, and we have our whipped cream. So let's start with butter. We put our melted butter in our graham. and then give it a mix. So just let it combine the ingredients. The grahams and the melted butter will gonna be the crust of our banoffee pie. Let's add the butter again. And then and pour our butter in here. Okay, so after we put melted butter in our grahams and combine, we're gonna grab our plate. Then we're gonna put our melted butter and grahams in here. Just shape it just like a crust of a pie. Just pat it with using spoon. And we're done. After this, we're gonna put it in a fridge. Go. So after we chill our crust, we're going to put the dulce de leche. Our condensed milk is simmered, so it's okay to put it in right now. I'm gonna put it in the middle. Our dulce de leche is so thick. By simmering the condensed, it helps to thicken more the condensed milk. that's good. And right now we're gonna add our bananas for the toppings. We're gonna put it in here. Just like that. Just do this in the middle. And it's done. And now time for the whipped cream. So right now we're gonna add our whipped cream on the top of our banoffee. Starts with this. Just like that. Repeat the same process. Yes, so we're done, and we're gonna plate the other dishes too. So it's time for our plating. So for the plating of our chicken, I'm gonna grab some plate. I'm gonna grab some stick of this. No, this and this, and we're gonna for the side just like that. And for our tomato stuffing, put it in here and put it in here, just like that. And for our classic soup, tomato soup, I'm going to pour some of this classic tomato soup in here in our plate. Just like that. And grab some tissue. It's done. And for our pita bread, I'm gonna place it in here, and then in here, and then in here, And then maybe a tray. It's good. Just like that. And for our tzatziki, let's grab a small bowl. Put our tzatziki in here. Grab our paper towel. Just remove the excess on the sides. And finally for our banoffee pie. This is our banoffee pie. Looking good. And that's all. So all the dishes are done. Let me introduce you the classic tomato soup, our tomato stuff, our pita bread, our banoffee pie, our tzatziki, and Slovaki. So guys, we're finally done. By the way, thanks for watching.